Eric Roberts loses it on Stephen Colbert's show after wild accusations. The usually relaxed atmosphere of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert took a shocking turn on Monday night when veteran Hollywood actor Eric Roberts unexpectedly lost his cool during a tense segment, and the fallout has everyone talking. The drama unfolded just minutes into what was expected to be a light-hearted conversation promoting Roberts' latest indie thriller, Shadow's Price. Instead, viewers were treated to a chaotic, emotionally charged spectacle that no one could have anticipated. A promising start. The night began innocently enough. Stephen Colbert, ever the charismatic host, welcomed Roberts with a warm smile and playful banter. The audience applauded enthusiastically as the runaway train actor walked on stage, wearing a navy suit and signature-tinted glasses. "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only, Eric Roberts," Colbert announced. Roberts entered with charm, throwing a wink to the crowd. "Stephen, I'm honored. Been watching you since The Strangers with Candy days," he quipped. Colbert chuckled. "And I've been watching you since the 80s. You're like Hollywood royalty, with just the right amount of trouble." That final comment, though delivered in jest, seemed to subtly strike a nerve. The shift in tone. As the two settled into conversation, things began to take a darker turn. Colbert transitioned into discussing Roberts' early success, his comeback in recent years, and his cult favorite roles in The Dark Knight and countless indie films. Then came the question that changed everything. "You've always been a bit of an enigma in Hollywood, Eric," Colbert began. "There were rumors back in the day, you were difficult to work with, had some substance issues. Is that fair? Or was that just the Hollywood machine chewing people up?" Roberts' expression shifted instantly. He leaned back in his chair, visibly stiffening. "You're really going to go there?" he said, his smile fading. Colbert, trying to maintain a light tone, responded, "Hey, it's part of your story, right? People love a comeback, and you've had one of the biggest." But Roberts wasn't smiling anymore. The confrontation. "Stephen," Roberts said, his voice dropping. "You know what I don't get? Every time I sit down with someone like you, I think we're going to talk about the work. The film. The craft. But somehow, someone always brings up the old stories. The bad boy image. The drugs. The fights." The crowd shifted uncomfortably. Colbert tried to steer it back. "Well, I don't mean to offend, Eric. It's just that your journey is so unique." "You mean messy," Roberts interrupted sharply. "You think you're being clever. But I see through it. You're not asking questions. You're throwing accusations wrapped in charm." Colbert raised his hands slightly. "Okay, I wasn't trying to. Don't gaslight me," Roberts snapped. "You brought me here under the pretense of discussing Shadow's Price, and now we're talking about stories from 1994. A murmur rippled through the audience. Colbert was visibly taken aback. "I didn't mean to upset you," he said calmly. But Roberts was already spiraling. "You people act like you know me. Like I'm just some punchline you drag out for ratings," he said, now standing. "I've survived more than you can imagine, addiction, rejection, betrayal, even being blacklisted by my own industry. And now you want to reduce it all to a smirk and a joke about being difficult. Shame on you, Stephen." Shock in the studio. The studio went dead silent. Some audience members gasped, others exchanged nervous glances. Colbert, ever the professional, tried once more to regain control. "Eric, I respect your work, truly," he said. "But this show is a conversation, not a courtroom." "Well, maybe it should be," Roberts shot back. "Because too many people in your chair think they can say anything and face no consequences." He turned to the audience, voice rising. "I came here to promote a film about redemption. And maybe that's ironic, because apparently, some people only want to talk about your sins, not your salvation." With that, he ripped off his microphone, tossed it onto the chair, and stormed off stage. Aftermath and reactions. The show cut to commercial immediately, leaving viewers stunned. When it returned, Colbert, clearly rattled, tried to bring some levity back into the room. "Well, that escalated," he said, forcing a smile. "We wish Eric all the best with Shadow's Price. It looks like a terrific film." But the internet was already ablaze. Clips of the incident flooded social media within minutes. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #EricRobertsMeltdown, Hashtag Colbert Clash, and hashtag Live TV Chaos began trending. Some viewers sympathized with Roberts. Eric Roberts was right. These talk show hosts always dig into trauma for laughs. He had every right to call Colbert out. At filmcritic Jane. Others backed Colbert. Colbert asked a fair question. Roberts overreacted. You can't rewrite your public past and then explode when someone brings it up. At Latenightlery. And others were simply stunned. That was the most intense moment I've ever seen on late night TV. Wow. At PopCulturePulse. Industry insiders weigh in. The following morning, several Hollywood insiders shared their views. A former agent who had worked with Roberts in the early 2000s anonymously told Variety. Eric has always been fiery. Brilliant, but fiery. This doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is how long he held it together. Meanwhile, Roberts' current publicist released a brief statement. Eric felt ambushed by the line of questioning. He takes full responsibility for his reaction but stands by his belief that artists deserve to be seen for their present work, not their past struggles. Stephen Colbert declined to comment directly, but The Late Show's official social media posted a cryptic message the next day. Every guest brings a different story. Last night's was unexpected. Onward. Deeper meaning or just another meltdown. This isn't the first time Eric Roberts has been involved in on-camera controversy. Known for his intense method acting and colorful career, Roberts has often spoken openly about his past, but only on his own terms. In a 2018 interview, he admitted, I know people love the redemption arc. But I'm not here to entertain your curiosity about my lowest moments. I'm here to create, to act, to tell stories. In many ways, this latest blow-up is a real-life echo of the very themes in Shadow's Price, a film about a man trying to escape his past only to be haunted by it at every turn. Where things stand now. As of this writing, neither Roberts nor Colbert has publicly extended an apology to one another. Rumors are swirling that the rest of Roberts' press tour may be altered or cancelled. Sources say another major late-night appearance scheduled later this week has been pulled. Still, the incident has sparked a broader conversation in Hollywood circles. Where's the line between curiosity and exploitation? Is it fair to question an actor's troubled past on a public platform? Or should late-night hosts be more sensitive, especially when the guest is promoting new work? Final thoughts. What happened between Eric Roberts and Stephen Colbert wasn't just another celebrity meltdown. It was a collision between pain and performance, between the past and the present. Whether Roberts' outburst will help or hurt his career remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, his appearance on The Late Show won't be forgotten anytime soon. And as the dust settles, the world is once again reminded, in Hollywood, even the most rehearsed moments can turn unscripted in a heartbeat.